All right, people. Welcome back to another episode of Tales and Tunes, the show where we tell the tales behind the tunes, the stories behind the songs, where we take one take and one take only because there is already enough perfection out there in the world and we could do with some more authenticity. Now, what am I going to do this episode? Man, oh man, that's a hell of a question. I'm going to be playing a song called Heaven by Niall Horan. Niall Horan is a proud Irishman, so it's probably Niall Horan. But that doesn't matter in this case. But anyway, Niall. He is, probably most known for his role in One Direction, of course. He did a solo audition on the show X Factor. Now, I've seen the audition and it is pretty cringy. He was 16 at the time. He was full of confidence, which was cool. And he had I don't know if that's the classic Irish thing, but a little bit of a naughty boy vibe around him. But then he started singing and it was fucking horrible, man. And I didn't know that because I know One Direction, of course, wasn't a fan, but some songs were quite nice, and it wasn't like, they could sing at least. But this audition, man, and maybe he was nervous or whatever, so that full understanding. But I was actually surprised because, it was just not that good. He sang a Neo song. Tip 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 tip. And if I remember correctly, Simon and the other guy said yes. He was a diamond in the rough, and with some work he was able to. He was likable, they said, but he needed some work. And Katy Perry and Sheryl Crow both said no. Wait, I'm lying. No, Katy Perry did eventually say yes, but she needed a lot of convincing. Sheryl Crow said no, and that's because, as Katy Perry said, being likable doesn't sell records. She did eventually say yes, but she had her doubts. Now, he went into a boot camp, and then he sang Champagne Supernova in the whatever, after rounds or whatever. Didn't make it. But lo and behold, there were 3 other boys who didn't make it, but who still had potential. And Nicole Scherzinger, I still don't know how to pronounce that last name, but she is a very famous artist herself from the Pussycat Dolls. And as a solo artist, she came up with the idea, what if we put all these likable boys that have potential together and form a supergroup? Now, the judges listened to her suggestion, and the rest is history, as they say, because they became known as One Direction. Harry Styles was in there, Zaynuk, and Louis and Niall Horan, and so they became the group. They started. They went to the after rounds of the competition, and they became third. They had a debut album later. They had a song, Do What Makes You Beautiful. I think that was their first song. And it was a straight hit, straight away. These boys were loved all around town and all around the world. So, I got dragged into the loophole a little bit and watched some of those first auditions. Obviously, Niall's one, which was terrible. And then Harry Styles, which was also terrible. It's unbelievable. But they all had the confidence that, like, they were very likable, and you could, I don't know. It's credit to Simon and those other people, Nicole and everything, because they saw something in them and they blew up. So that's what being a talent scout is all about, I guess. Because now, man, Harry Styles is one of the biggest entertainers of our generation. He sells out arenas and is loving it. Like, he looks so comfortable on stage. That's cool. His voice is amazing now. And Niall Horan, he also sounds great. And he has some real hits already. Like, their solo careers is going crazy. So that's cool. That's cool. Now, Heaven. It's just a nice. It's a nice song. I've heard it on the radio. I wanted to do a bit more modern songs. I've just been going the older ones. So here we are trying to connect to the new generation, and I actually quite love the song, man. I've been fucking slaving over the lyrics. So if I sing something wrong, please. Well, that's the dark side of Tales and Tunes, authenticity and the one takers. Am I right? So we're just gonna go ahead and sing it. I really like it's just a nice, easy song to play on the acoustics. Now, a proud Irishman, born in September of 1993, what was I gonna say? Yeah, done some charity. Done some charity. This is great content, guys. You know what? That's about it. I've said enough. Let's play some songs. Without any further ado, this is Heaven by Niall Horan. Straight lines. Fuck me. We're gonna start over. Gonna start over. Strange Light. Strange light revolves around you. You float across the room. Your touch is made of something heaven can hold a candle to. You're made of something new. Let's not get complicated. Let's just enjoy the view. And be a human. So much to put an answer to. But that's just what we do. God only knows. Where does it go? Even if our love was to grow out of control, when you and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same. I'm having revelations. You dance across the floor. Beyond infatuation, how I obsessively adore you. That's what I do. I believe I could die in your kiss. Oh, doesn't get much better than this. God only knows, where does it go? And even if our love was to grow out of control, when you and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same. God only knows, where does it go? And even if our love was to grow out of control, when you and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same. I believe I could die in your kiss. Oh, doesn't get much better than this. God only knows, where does it go? And even if our love starts to grow out of control, when you and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same. God only knows, where does it go? And even if our love starts to grow out of control, when you and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same. I definitely fucked up the lyrics there sometimes. Well, It's the Christmas time. We're under pressure to make a few episodes in a short amount of time, and that's just what you get, people. Love the song, though. If any One Direction or Niall Horan fans are offended, well, my dear apologies. No, I'm not apologizing. I'm doing my best here. Exactly. No apologies. Don't be offended. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Heaven by Niall Horan. And as always, I'm your host, David Weersma. Happy holidays. See you next time. And even if our love starts to grow out of control, when you and me go up in flames,